Hi dear students, in this class I would like to discuss selection of suitable methods. Okay, selection of suitable methods. Selection of suitable method is important in the case of research. Okay, and when you are choosing a correct research method, that will determine the quality of your research, and that also helps to lead the success. That will determine the success of your research. Okay, choosing the correct research method can determine the success and overall quality of your research. Okay, and when you are selecting a research method, okay, when you are doing the selection of research method, that time you have to consider some factors. Okay, so you have to consider various factors. Okay, now we can see what are the various factors that should be considered at the time of a selection of research method. The first factor is the nature and scope of study. Nature and scope of study should be considered when you are selecting a suitable research method. Okay, the research method that you adopt, that you select for your research, that should be appropriate for your research to get you the final result. Okay, the method you select for your research, that should be appropriate. And the second element that determine that uh, determine the selection of your research method, that is funding. Okay, funding has a major role in the selection of research method. Okay, funding has a major role, and that is heavily influenced that's heavily influence your research. Because if you have a amount less money to do your research, that time you have to choose less expensive method. Okay, when you have only less money with you, or you have got only less funding for your research, that time you have to choose less expensive method. And if you're having sufficient amount of money, that time you can choose more expensive advanced methods. Okay, the funding also is a major important uh, in your selection of research method. Okay, that means good funding is necessary for the good result. Okay, and the next factor that should be considered when you are selecting a research method, that is the time factor. Okay, time factor, you have to consider how much time is available to do the research. Okay, how much time is available to do the research, that have a major important in selecting suitable method. Some methods need longer time to do that, to complete that work. Okay, some method need more time, and some other method need very less time to do that procedure. Okay, some method need only very less time, and some method may need long time. So the availability of time is important. So if you having only 2 months to complete a research, then that time if you have you got two methods. One is one method takes 3 months, and another the second method takes 1.5 months to complete. So at that time you have to select the method that will complete within 1.5 month. Okay, then only you can complete your work within the specified period. So the availability of time, that means time factor, is also important in selection of suitable methods for research. And the next factor is the accuracy required. Accuracy required. Some methods won't give accurate result, and some other methods will give more accurate result. So that time, if in your research, if you need more accurate result, that time you have to select the method that give more accurate result. Okay, These are the factors that will determine, that you have to consider when you are selecting a method for your research. Okay, these are the method that you have. These are the factors that you have to consider when you are selecting a suitable method for your research. I hope you understood this. Thank you. Thank you for listening.